It's totally about solutions and creativity and opportunity to take advantage of the digital workflow to optimize our treatment opportunities. Materials and methods, there's a dozen scanners out there. There are hundreds of milling machines. But those are just systems. Those are just a means to an end. The end is better treatment painlessly with simple procedures. And that can be done with systems that have thought the process through. We do a clinical exam and we tell them it's a new digital world, and we do this by first capturing a three-dimensional X-ray with our CAT scan machine, then a three-dimensional visualization of the mouth with our scanning machine, and then that information is then put into the laboratory in a software program that merges the two data. Now we have everything we need to be able to plan for the implant placement, plan for a surgical guide that will allow us to place the implant exactly where we did in the virtual computer. And the computer, because it's placed the implant, can also provide for us a temporary restoration. So that when we go to the mouth with the patient, we are able to provide for the patient a very simplified 1, 2, 3 step approach to implant dentistry, causing far less trauma to the tissues because we know where the implant should be. We just punch a hole through the gum tissue, put the implant in. Number 2, we have the tooth fits precisely on the implant, we screw it in. It's 9 out of 10 times patients look up when we're done in 30 minutes for a single tooth, in an hour and a half for a full arch. They'll look up and say, "Is that it?" A Biodenta is truly a total solutions provider. They take you from an implant or a tooth all the way through the workflow system of scanning, transfer of data, designing, milling, coloring, to delivery. They have support systems and training that allows one to get into the technology at whatever pace you're comfortable with. The leaders in the market, though, do that. They have constant R&D and they're continuing to stay in the development stage to improve. And Biodenta has shown me that that's what they're willing to do and that's what they are doing.
Coming to this practice with this type of technology really makes me feel like I'm getting the best treatment that's out there.
The 3-shape scanning is so easier for patients because it's digital, it's camera taking the image, and it's done so quickly and no gook in their mouth and don't have to gag anymore. So this is awesome.
Absolutely, the future is now. The dentistry that we do with digital technology is far superior in accuracy and fit and simplicity, and we've never looked back. When you deliver something so quickly that it's half the time that it takes to deliver a conventional process, crown, you save a lot of time. You get much more done during the day, and that's where the money begins to come back to you. We don't have to keep things organized analog on a wall, but it would be nice just to have to click a button in the computer and it's stored in the size of your notebook, not in the size of a wall. So it really does help when it comes to, again, ROI in the rent space that you're using.
We can do many different things that we couldn't do before. With a traditional impression, unfortunately, we don't get a chance to see what we did or didn't do until it's already too late. Whereas with digital impression taking, we had that immediate view of what we did. It's really improved the dentistry that I'm doing to the point where I don't have any problems with fit or the occlusion of my restorations. What we have opportunity to now have in dental offices is a much more versatile machine that allows us to use a lot more materials, to do a lot more units, a lot faster, and even better.
When the scanning came about, we're a little nervous, but once we got the hang of it, it's awesome. That's all we want to do is scanning.
There is some unbelievable, exciting technology for implant dentistry that can be incorporated with the digital dentistry that we've only begun to tap into. And creativity is the only limitation to where we can go.
The technology here is revolutionary. It's changed the experience that I've had coming to the dentist. This is so awesome that I've shared this with my friends and family. If they need dental work, they have to try this new technology. That's amazing.